who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? See these spots when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and talking, they hurry up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. People and they give me time, better believe we gon' it up. Hey, they might step to YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna see that this morning. You said, wake up? Yeah, I was going to make it this morning. What's up? You supposed to double back and make another one. You said, wake up?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Ready. First play, and Young is going to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in an Eagle uniform, it's Miles Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Young to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Sanders will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready?
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jordan Davis able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
The 2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Young. Under pressure, and they got to it again. Jordan Davis, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 21.
73.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll get it out to midfield. Once again, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Eagles come in looking for win number 8 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to air one out. This is intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
Number 38.
Following the interception, Young. And this throw will be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run out of the gun with Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Throwing is Hurts. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Here's Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On the set.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Young working out of the gun. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Darius Slay with a pick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Young on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
1st and 10, Young. Flush to his right. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And Young's throw there incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
97. Drill, 52. 22 needle. Ready.
A second down throw for Young. For Marshall, that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st and 10, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
March to the end zone is at a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
It'll be Young again. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Young. And once again, this is Sanders. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Put a man in motion left, Ridley. From the red zone now, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Gets through and now an opening. The ball still moving. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the '85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s purple people eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. But the bank judge right there to say incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Young will set to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Striker, 3-3. Blue striker. Ready?
An option handoff given to Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ready up. Black shot.
They run with Sanders off the option. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An option handoff given to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Let's go.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Here we go.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Here's Young. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Ready?
He completes this one to Mingo. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 24-yard line.
Set hut.
Now a 2nd and 6.
10 cycles. Set.
They run with Sanders off the option. unable to corral him. He fights through. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Ready.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
In motion right is Ridley.
Black. Red. Hut.
It's Young on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 3 here this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
63.
On 1st down, Hurts. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him. One of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
brings up second and 3.
Looking to throw, Young.
12-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Hey, move. Take the ball.
Third and short yardage, Young. They'll air one out deep for Mingo. And got his man, complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second down and a yard.
Tiger swamp.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Hurts. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Hey, let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more than the first 3 quarters. This deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th, but a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
47 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of